I know that you can only control things that you can control,
Mm-hmm.
but whether it was in Colorado or these past couple of years, how do you guys, as a coaching staff, how do you approach the deadline, and do you say anything at all to the players about
Yeah,
it?
listen. In the past, we addressed it a little bit ahead. I think this year we did not, for obvious reason. We had other things to worry about, and we had other distraction. We addressed it this morning. Obviously, we maybe should have done it coming back from the trip. That's easy to say now, but I think that had to be addressed with the Zach situation and others. So at the end of the day, distraction is part of our business.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of our game, and you need to deal with it. You need to be able to go with it. So when we talk about the process, that is part of the process. Our guys has to learn to live with that and still play good hockey, be professional, and play the game the right way. I'm not saying it's easy, but who give a damn about if it's easy or not? You need to do it. That's the thing. And I give that comparison a lot, but if you go to the Super Bowl, you have 2 weeks leading to the Super Bowl. How many distractions do you have? They dig in your life when you were in the elementary school and everywhere. It's distraction over distraction. You still have to play a really good game in the Super Bowl. That's being a pro. So for us, I'm not saying it's easy, but it's not because it's easy. It's an excuse. We need to do it. We need to be professional. We need to play good hockey. That's a distraction. Another day would be something else, something off ice, something on ice, this and that. Maybe it will be your contract year. Maybe it will be trade rumor. Maybe it will be something. You still need to produce on the ice and do your job.
A big part of who you are as a coach is developing relationships with your players. In that message at a time like this, how do you straddle the line between, you got to show up to work and showing compassion for your guys?
For me, there's two things. There's the player and there's the person. And if you mix both, that doesn't work. You don't do a great job with the player and you don't do a great job with the person. I'm not mad at the person because the player deliver or doesn't deliver. The person is the person. I talk to Zach and as a person, and he's a great guy. I like to have him. I know it's not easy. He has kids and everything. That is one thing. Business, that's business. We're not in the hunt for the playoff, and he's not under contract for next year, and that's the decision the organization is taking, and I'm good with it, and he understands the business. He's a hockey player. He knows the business, and for me, that's business. So it's the same thing the way I deal with every player in our team. You know what I mean? If I have something to say at Josh Brown, the player, it's coming. There's no gray area. I will tell him what it is, but that doesn't mean when I will be in the lunchroom 2 minutes after or before. No, it's the person. That's different. No, I love Joe Brown. He's a great guy. He's family and everything. I love everything about him. I'm not mad at him. I'm not happy about the hockey player, but I'm not mad at the person. So you need to be able to make the difference, and the player has to make the difference as well as bear the person and bear the coach. Coach is business. It's performance. We're best league in the world. We need to be the best ourselves. There's no excuses. That's what it is. That doesn't mean I don't care about them as a person. I care about them a lot, but they have a job to do. They have to deliver, and from there's no prisoner. There's no prisoner rules. You need to do your job. If not, it's black and white.
The trade deadline, how does that impact a room?
I think it has a huge part in what's going on in the room. Obviously, we've talked about it. I don't think last game was our best. I think maybe that might have been part of why our game wasn't good, and it's being communicated, and just kind of trying to stay on the same page here and understand that we can't control that situation. So this is our last few games together, probably, right? So just playing for each other and enjoying the moments and going from there.
I don't want to dive into the psychology too much, but it's easy for people on the outside to say, "Oh, just block it out." It affects lives. It affects lives.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's like 7 guys with babies coming on this team right now within the next month or two. So, it does. And being a dad, it does affect you and your situation at home and your entire world. So it's definitely hard. Yeah, people don't see that part of it. They just see the hockey player, and When you think about that, you start to realize that it's pretty tough.